The solution. You have become a way shower who has come forth to play the game of the gold ring and give spiritual vision to those who follow. Now you must act and take power. You are to speak with authority and teach sovereign, social, economic activity. Game 1 was designed to break away the veil that has been hiding the one truth of abundance and the unity of humanity. Wayshowers are the awakened and the enlightened ones. Game 2 begins on the second level to take power and walk into the field of battle. It is a battle of ideas. The game continues to be played within the third and fourth dimensional veil, in these physical-emotional territories with real blood, sweat, tears, gold, silver, power, fear, freedom, facts, lies, activity, delay, life, and death. The second level is about economics and the strategy required to save humanity and the planet. Many battles have been lost by humanity to the dark masters of the elite. They have taken major steps in creating division, hysteria, chaos, and bondage over the global civilization. The Dark Masters have created a degenerate, polluted, immoral, unethical, unfair, and dying civilization. The adversary continues to create the battleground where none needs to be. Did you expect that the elite would simply give back the planet and all of its resources without a fight? Did you think by being positive and attracting good thoughts and being in the right place and times you would avoid the harder tasks? You may, if you wish, turn and go, and move into a higher dimension and disappear into the ethers. It is your choice. You are enlightened, and know your immortality, your strength, your light, your timelessness, your intelligence, and your inner truth. The question that causes you to stand and listen with your eyes wide open and your heart beating harder is because you are a way shower. You promised, chose, and decided with the courage to find and lead those in the darkness to the light, from slavery to freedom, from pain to joy, and from death to life. Are you now willing to teach and guide and be a way shower and a teacher of light? Game 2 begins by going deep into understanding desire, power, and economics on the planet Earth. Beginning over 5,000 years ago, this cycle of time began wherein humanity founded Western civilization in the Indus Valley. It began at the mouth of two rivers, the Tigris and the Euphrates, the Garden of Eden. Here the village settlement in what became the first city of Ur in the land of Sumer was located, just south of where Baghdad, Iraq is located. This area now marks the end of Western civilization, with an international and civil war being waged. 5,000 years of historical progress is ironically the beginning and the ending. Historically, Babylon was the first city to exceed 200,000 citizens, and Baghdad was the first city to exceed a population of 1 million in the 8th century in 755 AD. London was the first to exceed 5 million in 1825, and in 1925, New York City exceeded 10 million. The reason for discussing civilization in this manner is that commerce and cities are intertwined through social and collective communal ideology. Throughout time, wars have been fought between cities in which the kings have plundered other lands for their resources, gold, property, and slaves. The times have not changed, as the current kings have continued to create wars, terror, and stand up as nobles before the docile, controlled population and send them to fight and die for the cause of the day. The general excuse for war is religion and race, which is most often an easy excuse for wholesale enslavement of the elite over the many. Throughout Western civilization, those who control the present control the past, and those who control the past control the future. History has been written by the victors of war after war for 5,000 years. The wars are not between people of different colors, races, or religions. The wars are between those who hold power as elites, kings, monarchs, priests, politicians, bankers, and corporations, versus individuals, farmers, workers, traders, their families, and children. History has moved from the tribal, soulful, indigenous families who worked as one unit to become civilized into a society, to a fictitious, soulless corporate entities that have become mechanized. As the sovereign individual has, through default and submission, become meaningless non-entities, the corporate civilization has taken, through conquest, jurisdictional legal ownership of all rights and privileges over Earth's resources and has enslaved humanity. A planetary invisible prison is the dark vision of the elitists who have utilized religious indoctrination and subconscious economic program to weaken and defeat the population. There are two cornerstones of power in the elitist agenda. First, to separate with struggle for negative debt money, and secondly, to confuse with mystical religious lunacy. Through separation, arrogance and intolerance are cultivated to instill irreconcilable differences and factional division between the classes, races, cults, countries, and societies. Through constant war, strife, violence, and conflict, the soulless fictitious corporations elicit profit from the death industries. Those who are not killed for profit are educated to be domesticated slaves until they are harvested as another product for the benefit of the bottom line. As way-showers, you are here to enlighten the masses with the truth each is ready to hear. Each one on the path must be treated kindly and given the right words which will awaken them from the nightmare that is the negative economic system. The change is about bringing forth the truth that is an expanding universe, that resources are abundant and we have a clean and clear and wonderful environment to build our lives. The answers to the questions have come as we are working towards the implementation of the new economic system to bring harmony to the world. The disconnected spirits on this side of the veil are confused, frustrated, anxious, excited, and very concerned about the condition of the planet and their personal lives. How do we implement this process of change? First, communication by whatever means you have available is the place to begin. There are going to be misunderstandings as you move through the field of chaos. The debt money system will fail. It has served its purpose. There are worries that you will fall into a totalitarian police state run by the corporations. This is a possible reality and will be experienced by those who give it power by pushing against it and creating conflict with the declining power. Those in this totalitarian position wish to keep it, and those without power want it. Navigate by neither path. Navigate towards unity and oneness. Step 2. If you want the fruit of the tree before it is ripe, it will be sour. If you want the changes to come before the time of birth, it will be still. If you wish to have the sun rise before the dawn, it will still be dark. If you want the child to be a man before the childhood is finished, he will be a child, unable to be a man. Move towards your goal. The journey will never end, and your desire for the future expansion will continue to be unrealized. Your feelings are what guide you to your destination, and if they are filled with fear, frustration, and helplessness, then you are very far from your destination. If you are filled with joy, anticipation, and empowerment, then you are closer. As you work, others are working with you. As you fear, you separate yourself from others and move in the opposite direction. The next phase is about completing your piece in this process.